we've got an update on the Gears of War movie, which is, yeah, it's about time. It's absolutely about time. We haven't had any updates on this for a really, really, really long while. And with the fact, well, I guess with the upcoming release of a brand new Gears of War game, which I personally cannot wait for. Gears of War was a franchise which I really enjoyed playing. I got fond memories of playing it with one of my best friends back in the day. Copious amounts of cider drinking, playing Gears of War to the early hours back when I was a young rapscallion. I honestly, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. So let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you are new here, guys. Turn those bell notifications on. But it says this. This is an exclusive to The Hollywood Reporter. That's why we're on here, because it is their exclusive. But Gears of War movie is landing David Leitch as the director. Cool. That's good. That is good. That's not bad at all. So Leitch and Kelly McCormick will produce the Netflix video game adaptation via their 87th North banner, along with video game company The Coalition. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot to like here. There's a lot of potential good stuff here. Like, yeah, there is. There is a lot. So, the gears are turning for David Leitch. The Fall Guy director is in negotiations to helm Gears of War, Netflix's big adaptation big budget adaptation, of one of the biggest video game franchises on the Xbox platform. This could be epic. It really could be epic. So, if you don't know who David Leitch is, look, we're just... Fall Guy obviously is good in terms of action, right? Like, he's a good one for action. But let's just take a look at his filmography and see if he's a good fit for Gears of War. So, Bullet Train. Bullet Train, first and foremost, if you haven't watched Bullet Train, it's a bloody good movie. I really like Bullet Train. Yeah, I do actually really, really like him. So, as director, let's see what he's done as a director. Deadpool 2. I didn't particularly care about Deadpool 2, but it did have good action. He was able to direct good action for Deadpool 2. Deadpool No Good Deed. I don't know what that is. Is that thing that they just like released that got it made? Was that? Can't be, surely. I don't know what that is. What's Deadpool No Good Deed? I don't know. Don't know what that is. Okay, well, interesting. Did something with no idea. Atomic Blonde. Action. Deadpool 2. Action. Once Upon a Deadpool. Action. Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw. Action. You know, I don't necessarily like all of these things, by the way, but they are good and action heavy. Snow Brawl, never heard of that. Bullet Train, action. The Fall Guy, action. Upcoming. What's he got upcoming? Gears of War, obviously, we're just speaking about that. So, Button Man, Fight, How to Rob a Bank, etc. He's a good action director, basically. And even if we look at what he's been as a producer, because he did some good stuff as a producer. He's been involved with heavy action stuff. John Wick Chapter 4, Violent Night, Bullet Train, Kate, Nobody, John Wick Chapter 3, John Wick Chapter 2, John Wick. He's really, really, really involved in lots and lots of action stuff, right? This is a action-based producer, director, comically Action, the TV series. He's an executive producer of Action. So look, I don't think this is bad. I think this is actually quite good news that he's involved. Now, looking at his filmography, one of the main things there that's concerning to me is that there's a lot of stuff which has moments of levity. Gears of War doesn't really have that. You know? Like, it's not... It is action. Right? Like, there's not really any brevity in it. There's not really any humour, right? There's just not. There's a little bit of quips here and there, but barely, right? It's not like Fall Guy stuff. It's not like even Bullet Train. Bullet Train has some good humour, and it's not like that either. So that's the one thing which is slightly concerning, I guess. But I mean, if he can keep that at bay and the script is solid, then who cares? Like, he's a good director. He's a good choice for it. So John Spates, who's working with Denis Villeneuve on adapting Frank Herbert's Dune books for Legendary, is writing the script. Is he good? Is he good? Shall we have a look? I don't know. I'm in two mind. I'm in two mind about Spates. I have been for ages, to be honest. I mean, he was a writer, of course, on Prometheus, which obviously, you know, lots of people don't like. Passengers, for instance, as well. Was he a writer on that dog shit mummy film? Oh, he was. Oh no. That's the Mummy. They legitimately got the God of Death wrong in the Mummy. You could have just Googled it. Oh, unbelievable. Okay. Well, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange wasn't bad, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. He's the concerning factor, I think. He's the concerning factor. But yeah, whatever. Coalition is involved, so maybe that'll be good. Who knows? So Leach and his wife, a producing partner, Kelly McCormick, will produce the feature via that 87 North banner, along with the Coalition. Netflix had no comment on the deal making. The game is set on a planet on the brink of societal collapse when a monstrous threat in the form of underground creatures known as the Locusts take humanity to the verge of extinction. Delta Squad, a ragtag fire team led by disgraced Sergeant Marcus Phoenix, is now charged with leading humanity's last stand. When Netflix picked up the rights ages ago, 2022 now, November 2022, with grand ambitions, it hopes to first adapt the game as a feature, then follow that up with an adult animated series. More work would follow in success. Cool. Sure. Fine. I don't know. How to Rob a Bank is a heist thriller for Amazon. Maybe that'll be good. I don't know. I'm just not. You know, there's some good about this, and there's some bad. Again, the writer's not a good pick, right? It's not a great pick. Jon Spaihts, not a great pick. Although I did like Dune Part 1 and Part 2. But then he's had more garbage films than he has had good, I think. So, not great. Not great. But who knows? Again, I did quite like the Dune movies. But then he's followed... Well, I was going to say, but then I guess the argument is that he's following something which is already pre-written. Which, if you think about it, I mean... So's Gears of War. Who knows? What do you think, though? Gears of War. We got an update. New director. I think this is good. If Netflix can get David Leitch to do it, I think that's a good win. Yeah. Majority of that information is good news. Leave your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.